Welcome traders to the third video of this trading psychology and money management series. In first video, we have seen this trading iceberg. So top of pyramid is a technical setup and bottom one is a trading psychology. Now big questions like chicken and egg story, which come first and which is important? Answer is both ways. If we see in terms of chronological order, in the process of setting a trading process, then technical setup comes first. And in terms of application, when you are know your technical setup, then trading psychology and disciplines comes up first. So both are important and both are interlinked. Today we'll see how they are interlinked. In second video, we have seen this mindfulness, what is mindfulness, and the culprit of all losses is the emotion, and this emotions comes when you incur a loss. So how to kill these emotions? We'll see practically this today. And this brings us to the today's topic, that is spiritual freedom. Now let us discuss on this. What is freedom? Just pause the video and think, what is freedom? Now if you think that freedom is what you want to do in life or what you like, what is your passion, and you are doing that as a profession, that is freedom. You are absolutely right if you are thinking in terms of normal life. But think of trading life. Nobody has put a gun on your head and told us to do trading. You are doing trading because you like it, or you think it is your passion or your profession. That's why you are doing the trading. But if you are in loss, you are not making consistent profit, do you think you are enjoying the freedom? Absolutely no. So what is the real meaning of freedom in terms of trading world or trading mind? So this brings us to the word called spiritual freedom. Now, if we think of spiritual word, what comes in mind is a monk or a meditation. And what is quality of monk? It is a detached from the material world. Or why we do meditation? To relieve from the stress. Now, how we relieve ourselves from stress? Again, by detaching our sorrow or worries from the material world. We find happiness within ourselves. That is called spiritual freedom. Means get detached from material world. Now, in terms of trading world, what should be the spiritual freedom? Now, where is the problem actually? Actual problem is the emotion in trading. Now, there are only two emotions in trading. One is a greed and other one is a fear. When market goes up and you are in position, so if we say you are in long position, then we tend to close down our position because of fear, because we think market will come down, it will eat away our profit. Or if market is going down against your position, then we tend to average the position because of greed, because we think that market will reverse, it will reverse. So this is greed. So this is a real trigger of emotion in trading world. So what is spiritual freedom? Actually, it is a trading without greed and fear. This is called spiritual freedom. You stay away from these emotions, do your trading, don't think of what is outcome, like it is said in Gita, karmanneva adhikarasya ma phaleshu kadachana. Literally, do your work, do your trading without thinking of profit and loss. This is called spiritual freedom. Hope you are understanding. Now, this is all theory, hypothetical things. Now, in practical, how to achieve this spiritual freedom, which is most important. So, let us see that. And here comes the top of the pyramid, that is technical analysis or technical setup. Now, if I ask what is trading setup, first answer would be Any indicator combination or any price action formula or setup which can give you entry, stop loss, and maybe a target. That is called a technical setup. Absolutely right definition. Now, next question. What is a good trading setup? Now, 99% of people will only think in terms of accuracy. 80% accurate setup is a good setup, 70% accurate setup is a good setup, or 60% accuracy is enough. That is a good trading setup. But this is also a half definition. Now, there are two aspects of trading setup. One is accuracy, and other one is a risk to reward ratio. We should never forget these two things. Now, how they are interlinked, let us see. Now, this is positive expectancy matrix. Means after say 100 number of trades, we will analyze what is my average risk to reward ratio and what is my accuracy. Both are important. You cannot think of trading setup independent either in terms of risk to reward ratio or accuracy. They should go hand in hand, parallel. So if we work on a setup with 1:1 risk to reward ratio, then our minimum accuracy should be 50% minimum. Higher the risk to reward ratio, we can have a lower accuracy. Absolutely no problem. You will be in profit after number of trades if you maintain this ratio. Even if your risk reward ratio is not 1:1, it is lower than 1:1, it is 1:0.5, and your accuracy is around 70%, still you will be profitable. So nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Nobody can claim that this is the best or this is the best or this is the best. No. It depends on all your trading setup. Now, when you will come to know this, what is your trading setup positive expectancy? Once you note down your 100 trades, not in back testing, but also in live testing, then you will come to this figure. Now, there are two aspects in these figures. Think of first risk to reward ratio. If your system has a 1:0.5 risk reward ratio, means whatever you are risking, half of that you are getting, you are out of the trade. Easiest to exit. You may have bigger stop loss and small target. It will be easy to exit with this much of accuracy. But things in terms of number of trades and accuracy. Out of 10 trades, 7 trades you have to be positive. Just think of this. If first 3 trades goes in loss out of 10, check the mentality. See the pressure you will be carrying on your head or in mind after these 3 losses. Now your target will be 7 out of 7 trades should be positive. If not, then you are going to close in loss. So there is no actual problem in maintaining this accuracy, but other side of coin is if you incur losses in early trades, then there is a lot of pressure gets built on your mind, and this may destroy the psychology or discipline to recover these losses. Now think of this. My risk to reward is 1:4. Accuracy expectation is only 20%. So I will not at all worry even if my 5 trades out of 10 goes in loss in sequence. I have to be only 2 times right out of 10 trades. Now think of pressure. There is absolutely no pressure on mind in this case. Higher the risk to reward ratio, less accuracy will also work in market. Higher the expectancy of accuracy, you are going to incur some pressure on your mind. This is a general psychology. So in stocks, I do trade with 1 is to 4 risk reward ratio and with a minimum expectation of 20% accuracy. So this gives me freedom to take a trade without a fear, and that is what is called a spiritual freedom. Trading without a fear. Now this all will look good on paper in Excel sheet, but how to achieve this? Is there any way? Absolutely yes, I will show you. Now first thing you have to take a trade with some setup that you have decided. Now that may be dependent on your back testing or wherever you have learned any setup, indicator setup or price action setup. So this is my trade book. This is actual trade logbook of mine from June 21 to almost November end. So almost 6 months of data. Each and every trade is logged. Date, what was hypothesis, what was the risk reward ratio, and what is the reward. If it is 1 is to 3, then 3, 1 is to 4, then 4. If it is stop loss, then reward is 0. So this is all trade log. It is actual trade. You can get these trades on my Telegram channel. Not recording, but the trade books. So at the end of this 122 trades after 6 months, what I got in my hand is I win 106 times out of 122 and I lose 16 times. So my accuracy is 86% almost. And what is risk reward average is 1 as to 5 risk reward ratio. This is average of this reward. So if you come back to this and I'm expecting only 20% because I'm targeting this, I'm getting more than 20%, that is enough. I'm getting more than this, that is enough for me. I am in positive expectancy. Now I can trade fearlessly, absolutely fearlessly. I don't think about outcome while taking the trade. Now this is only because I have done this. Now this took me 6 months, literally 6 months to generate this data, generate trade, record the trade, analyze the trade, and set up my process. Just think in your mind, if you are not a profitable trade, have you ever followed this process? Just think. If not, please do it. This is the must. Frankly speaking, if you don't have any good technical setup, then there is no point of being very good psychology or being a very good disciplined trader. If you are disciplined trader, you have good psychology, you will apply where? You should have this. And this is the start of your trading journey. You cannot jump to this. Never. But once you have a setup, then this becomes most important because you have to follow that setup. You have to obey that setup. And then this becomes important. So this is the way. These are both interlinked. And overall, I call it as a spiritual freedom because I trade without any fear or greed. This is just a manual work without any expectation from a trade. So this is all about spiritual freedom. Hope you understood the topic clearly. You can comment if you want any clarification of this. Thank you.